In this video, we're going to talk about the amendment to agreement of purchase and sale. How do we use it and why do we use it? The amendment to agreement of purchase and sale form is used when we have to make changes to our existing agreement of purchase and sale. For example, the most common amendment that we do is perhaps the closing date. Say we need a change in the closing date. We're going to need to prepare an amendment to agreement of purchase and sale. We can't simply change anything in the original agreement. Both parties have to sign off on it. And it's just not limited to the closing date. We can also amend any clauses that has to be amended, provided that they are agreed by both parties. Now, how do we use this form? It's very simple. We put the buyer's name in this page here. The seller's name will go here. The agreement of date for the agreement of purchase and sale is here. The property address. And this is where we put in the amendment. So for example, for the purposes of this training, we are going to change the closing date of the property, and we're going to remove a survey clause because the seller does not have a survey, they just found out. And they're requesting the clause to be removed. So what do? Very simple. We put delete here first, and the original closing date that we have in our agreement of purchase and sale will state here. July 30, title search June 15, and this is, for example, the clause that we want to be removed. The seller agrees to provide a survey of the property prior to closing. So once we delete that, that's going to be removed from the original agreement of purchase and sale. Now we're going to do an insert for the new closing date that we wish. Closing date, August 30, for example. The title search will go here. So once we've got that done, we just need to do our irrevocable date like usual. Just state the time that we need it done by. And for this amendment, we don't have to do it immediate. Maybe 2 to 3 days would be fine, but it depends on the transaction. And then we're going to get our client to sign here and date here. And then we ship it to the listing agent where they're going to have this signed and have this confirmation of acceptance for section executed. So therefore, once we signed it, the amendment has been agreed to. And once we receive that, same as the APS, we send this to our buyer or our seller for them to acknowledge that they have a signed copy of this amendment. And once we have this form completed, we send it to front desk for their paperwork in order for them to adjust the necessary dates that have to be adjusted, so we know when to invoice the proper parties to the transaction. And that's how we do an amendment to agreement for the purchase and sale. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to Remax Realty One Inc. Training, and we'll see you at the next.